and it's a good one as well from Roach. Had an up and down series in the Champions Trophy. Already like Pakistan had 3 early wickets, might have had another one, but for a drop catch by the keeper. And this is a type of delivery which we saw from him at the Oval against Pakistan in the first match, and then came back against India and just couldn't find any sort of rhythm at all leading West Indies bowler, and that's a reason why. Yeah, I'd forgotten to say welcome wherever you are, and especially those in Sri Lanka who will be following the telecast. A lot of matches for this tournament, the 3 here and then 3 in Trinidad and then the final in Trinidad.
Just over pitching, sometimes then a bowler will do that after a bouncer, bowl you a wide half volley, but this was just under the bat. All he needed to do was put bat to it and it sped away. That should settle some of the butterflies in his stomach. Second one that surprised Jayawardene in a row, because
it's in the air and it's gone just short and will go not quite. Yes, probably 4. Charles tries to pull it back, but I'm sure his leg was over the ropes. The umpires will have a look at it. Not entirely hit as cleanly as he was hoping for.
Well, this is a brave shot. I think it's just that wants to get rid of the shackles that the West Indies have imposed on them. Yeah, that's certainly going to be 4. Or maybe not. You've just got to see whether at the point of him pushing the ball back, is his foot touching anything? That's a tough one. From all counts, it may be given as 4. Yes, it is.
Nice shot. Beautifully timed. You can give it up, I think. Outfield is a little bit slow, but always from the... Beautifully played this time by Jayawardene. Width on that one, and he shows that...
Just width. Got on top of that one this time. The bat coming from a higher position to a lower one, trying to cut that bounce down.
Sammy just dives across.
Oopsie, the outside edge, and he's running away for 4, but rather fortunate.
The slips on a wide third slip for Taranga, just for that.
He's created his own luck. Got a few boundaries through. And Darren Bravo, or Dwayne Bravo I should say, has taken away a slip. If there was a second slip, one down. It's in the area that he likes it. Just playing at it.
14 partnerships of over 100 and 28 of over 50. And they're working on another one here, Aaron.
He hasn't taken too many risks, and yet he's very quickly on to 42.
Make that 46.
Because he's such an all-round gifted player. Now there it is. He knows fine leg is up. Gets into that position very early. Takes his front foot a little across. Not too far forward. Allowing himself the space to flick it down. But they're attention to take him.
He doesn't waste any time. That brings up his 50. Had the length and had the width outside off stump. And just reverses it. That's a big call and
gets an inside edge. Take a look at this. He's trying to cover for that extra slip. Inside edge on the pad, and Ramdeep makes no mistake because it just ballooned up. This is a big, big wicket for the West Indies.
Off the top edge, we'll go for 4.
It is a method that one or two teams and batsmen have applied against Sunil Narine, the sweep, both conventional and reverse, to try to get to his length.
Didn't time it, so won't carry it. Now, will that elude Samuels? It does. It goes for 4. That's the benefit of experience and finding gaps. Raises 100 for Sri Lanka. First boundary of Darren Sammy. Last ball of his 7th over. Easily taken. And an easy catch to extra cover. So 3 down now. 2 main batsmen, Jawad the first, and now Sangakkara. That's gone very quickly down there, and will reach the...
It was back of a length as well, which sometimes can be one of the errors that Narine commits. Wide and pushed through too quickly, back of a length, allowed Matthews to use the pace.
Shots of catch and oohs and ahs by Wazis. Beautifully played. Overpitched and hammered. Go very quickly. Had it come off the pad of the thigh pad, would have just slowed down a bit and turned away. Did that really well, but it holds up in the field. It's a little bit lush grass on there, so you only get a couple.
But I just think on occasions that he overpitches too much. This is where he was dropped. I love that length. There'll be variations to it, and then he creeps closer 2 balls later. And I just want to see Roach, and I'm a big admirer of him and what he is able to do.
Gets it away from long on. Goes all the way. Dinesh Chandimal opening up his shoulders. These are good signs to see from the young man. First 6 of the innings.
And he's all smiles, so he must be quite happy with the pitch as well. And this was nicely struck straight down the ground. Safest place to hit is usually straight.
Quicker, surprised. Angelo Matthew
And Sammy put his back in this one, got a little extra bounce, and Angelo a bit at sea for a second there. That could have gone anywhere.
really surprised him. He's been bowling at a friendly pace. Suddenly thinking he needs to do something different.
Get it, get it.
Again, another soft dismissal. Marlon Samuels picks up the wicket this time.
Well, they don't get softer than this. Just floated it up, Marlon Samuels. Sandy Mal not getting to the pitch, just chips it into the hands of Dwayne Bravo. Fourth wicket goes down for Sri Lanka. No recourse.
No good fielding. Goes over the top. He'll get 4. Tirimana. Now and again, you need to deal blows like this.
Well, in a lot of ways, he trusted the pitch here. He wasn't to the pitch of it, but just hit through the line. And that big, thick bat did the rest. Nicely struck.
Worth the risk. Dwayne Bravo had his fielders in the circle. 2 slips, as we did mention. You need to break the shackles. You need to play shots like this. Good option from Thirimana.
Well, things are tight. You need to send a message. You need to give the opposition something to think about. Still a man short on the drive, though.
Just the 4 runs off the over. It's time for drinks. It's Sri Lanka at 145 for 4. Brilliantly bowled. That's worth another look, because there's not much Thirimana could have done. He did really well to miss it. Angled into the left hand and look at it go across him.
It's committed him to play. The line made him have to play. Just a little bit of bounce and movement. We're just glad when you serve.
Got a slip in as well.
Is it struck well enough? It doesn't look like it. Wicket taken. Often the batting.
Just over 200, 208 in fact, and the skipper, Angelo Matthews, not out there for the farm, I think. Roach didn't pick up a wicket, but he was useful at times. Many
batting sides make this cardinal error. They just believe that once the power play comes on, you're meant to hit over the top. Whenever the ball and
Catches the cry. Pollard is circling, he takes it well in.
pop out, but he had it covered. Take a look. He had to adjust. Maybe there's a little bit of a swirling breeze. And he's just threatening.
Oh, Rampol's down.
Wow.
A wicket that is angled in and straightened quite beautifully. Seem relatively upright, so it's done its work.
Oh gosh, that's run away. That's missed everybody and everything. A normal shot, that might have been 5 wides. Huge amount of turn there. Wow, that really did get stuck. Oh, that's a great shot. There's no defense there. There's nobody in the deep. Pulls off a fabulous boundary, Matthews.
That's the area that the challenge was set. The 3 deep fielders are on the leg side. First boundary for 41 balls.
In the air and straight in.
Possibly picture was the frustration of Angelo Matthews at the other end. He was at the non-strike 5.
Little tickle down the leg side. Roach having work to do. They'll get a couple. And past the fielder. That'll be 4.
For Angelo Matthews, Ravi Rampal has been experimenting with good effect. The slow balls, the off-cutters and leg cutters. Not too happy with the effort.
Straight to mid-off.
All of the late order batsmen from Sri Lanka, they perished under pressure, and the pressure has been created by good tactics, good bowling from.
In the air, fielder coming in late. Samuels picked it up late. Seemed to have enough time to get in for it, but he started. There he goes, in the air, and gone all the, and superb strike.
I think we were simply over-analysing a simple situation. Lasith Malinga, what's wrong with him? He's fine against Narayan. Confident 6.
Now he'll get the single, you watch. And he's leg before, but he doesn't get the single.
Why didn't he slog? Well, he played this one as a regular batsman. Hit his back leg. Where did it pitch? Was a and gone. Thank you very much for coming. Now this is beautifully handled by Bravo. Lovely placement of that fielder at slip, and he'd be pretty happy with how things have worked up. Charles was the man who caught that catch, and well, he was outstanding in the field. Bravo set that fielder marvellously well to get a great result. And Matthews goes back home, not out on 55. He tried
by Dwayne Bravo. Look, the top 5 got runs. It's only 2 half centuries, but guys got starts, and that's.
That is something that you don't see quite often. Nice timing from Chris Gale to greet the first ball from Nuwan Kulasekara.
And something we don't usually see, leaning into the shot. And a good stride in from Chris Gale. Generally, he's got that wide base from where he transfers his weight onto the front foot or the back foot and uses his power, but this is pure class.
There is that attempted short ball, and we're not discussing his Yorker yet. Nice shot. Gale is showing some good touch here at the beginning of his innings. Nothing about what he's done so far suggests a lot of brute force, just using the bowler's pace.
No one misses out on the pads. That's Malinga moving in line. He's got that leg slip in place. It's a strange feel, but this time dissecting the field easily. Chris Gale is well balanced and looking very calm at the crease.
He still has his moments. Oh, that's gone through Sandra Cow. Goodbyes, and it's not the easiest job when the ball is bouncing a couple of times in front of you.
Bit of grip, that's what will encourage the Sri Lankans, but they don't have a score that they can play around with. They need to be at their best.
Keep your pads together.
The inbound's not on the side of Kulasekara.
Bit of shape for Kulasekara, and he's happier when the ball. He's got a great seam position. He always has presented a fantastic seam position. His hand comes down just on the outside of the ball, which facilitates the ball going into the right-hander. Kulasekara has hit a very good length, and it's not the easiest when you have to mix the lineup to the left and the right hander. And just see again how good a seam position is, and again the fingers just slide off towards the left of screen as you look at it at home. Got him, dropped him, in and out. Should have been taken. Matthews.
Straight into the tummy. The heads go down for Sri Lanka. Just that length once again from Kulasekara, and you can call that a sitter. See this often from Angelo Matthews. Takes special catches, but the easy ones go down.
The drops were all turning out to be big turning points in this encounter. Sri Lanka could have rocked the West Indian run chase there, but instead, having provided a real lifeline to the big hitting Charles, would find themselves on the mat soon after.
Excellent length.
We were talking about Mendes not evolving as much as we would have liked.
Narayan all ready to go. Nice shot from Gale. Again in full control of it, not overhitting the ball. Just got close enough in length.
Now this is very good batting. We were showing you the variations. This time it was in Gale's zone.
And Chris Gale is on the go now.
Should work together. Isn't all that short though. Kulsekar is not express. With the type of power that Gale possesses, it's always an option.
Oh, beautiful.
Pieces have actually helped him get his confidence.
Oh, that is a classic.
You probably only see this shot from Chris Gale. Power and the ability to just pick that off the stumps.
Brilliant.
Oh, he smashed that one. He's pulverized. Just going down the leg side. Must have taken some part of his pad because that was not adjudged right.
You don't want this landing on your toe. And it wasn't too far from Chris Gale's big toe. Had a lot of pace on it as well.
Oh, he's mistimed that, but he's going to get 4 for it. Oh, he's going to get 6.
Well, he's no slouch, Malinga. And seemed to just get the bottom edge, the top edge rather, very close to the toe of the bat. Well, did put some shoulder into that. And enough legs on it to carry it over the boundary.
That is close. No, says the umpire. It isn't. Probably turning too much.
Well, there was some question as to what this ball would have done. Certainly hit him in line. And didn't do a whole lot. It would be interesting to see where it would have ended up. Pitch. And it looks as if it was hitting leg. One of the few times Ian Bishop has been right.
Oh, the inside edge. There's running away. That's better. That's the way. That should give him a lot of relief. And it wasn't from the meat of the blade. He's a big, strong man, Charles. That's carried with ease for 6.
Well, he's decided to throw caution to the wind here. Johnson Charles. 4 balls to go. And that one whatsoever. Short and put away. Chris Gale has changed gears, and just as we change commentators,
Shot before. There's Matthews. Down he goes, using his feet on getting.
No real turn, enabling Charles. Was known as the blue
as well. In the air and over.
He's not got all of it. Moved out of the way. And you'll see these shots only from his scale. Played on length. Clever batting now from the West Indian batsman. 11 off the over. We have a game. We've had 20 overs. It's 109 for no loss.
Down he goes, absolutely straight. Absolutely straight. Superb shot by Charles. Using his feet, getting onto the ball.
They're not too close to it. When he gets close to the ball, he will not be able to swing his arms as he's done on this occasion. Just not allowing the left arm spinner to settle into a line and length.
Saya, difficult one. And he's got it. Up into the clouds, which hang over Sabina Park now. He isn't looking.
Well, that was a nervous Jayawardena. Nothing's been going the Sri Lankans' way. It's very difficult to spot this as a batsman. There you go, that middle finger right behind the ball. But when he's bowling the orthodox spinner, fingers are right underneath the ball.
No outside man. Just open the face of the bat, let the ball do the work. Another boundary for Gale.
Brilliant play. He knew exactly what he was doing. Look at him open the face of the bat to find his spot.
Well, that was just power. Was through his legs before he could get his hands down.
It's an apt description. Indication of how powerfully Gale strikes the ball. Usually you'd think Harap would be able to get down and gobble that up. Or any bowler, any slow bowler. Nope. And for good measure, he thumps the next one down the ground for 6. So it's not been a great day so far for Harap with the ball.
Well, Chris Gale goes on to 90. In a flash. You have to have real power to hit it that flat, that far, folks.
You have to believe that he intended to hit it somewhere in that region. Whether he timed it perfectly, I'm not sure.
Well, it got to the boundaries fast enough to, if you think that he timed it perfectly, split the two men on the boundary.
Squeezed away by Darren Bravo for 4. $151 for 1. So if you give him that width and that fullness of length, it's good. He has that class to put those away. He will get better.
When I was learning how to bat, I was always told, hit the ball in front of you, because that's where you can see it and that's where you have the most control over it. This was just an intentional shot over cover. Well, that will be wide and it's going to make the boundary. So it's going to be 5 wides. This should have been taken wide enough of the batsman. Maybe moved a little bit too late. Sangakkara didn't do much off the surface.
Goes for it and gets there. Well played, Chris Gale. Good shot. Climbed into that, Darren Bravo. I don't think it's great bowling here by Malinga. I think too often he's pitching the ball up and showing his hand without setting it up.
Yes, this is just too much width. Wouldn't have been a bad delivery if it was a bit straighter.
Finds himself a run. Bravo. He's got loads of talent. There's no denying the fact that he can bat. Bravo. But the other strange thing about his career, that even though he's a very good test match batsman, he seems to have struggled at the limited overs formats, both in T20s and one days. It should be a lot easier for an established test player to adjust to a one-day format or mode, because there's less pressure on you as a batsman. Hardly any slips. Bowlers don't go out to attack you to get your wicket. But somehow he's managed a very low-keyed career stats in 50 over in T20 cricket. Will get runs. Chris Gayle doesn't want the second one.
It's to do with the mental space that you're in. In Test cricket, he's relaxed, just relying on his hands to do the job. But when it comes to the limited over format, you think you need to go harder at the ball. Average of 32.
That's a good pickup for a 6. Tipped it over. Chris Gayle will take it. He's been magnificent when it comes to hitting those big shots. 7 6s and 9 4s now.
Picked it up early. You can't bowl that short. Not to Chris Gayle. Anyone else, you might get away with it. He's got a finger to it. It was Jeevan Mendes in the deep. When it comes to the shorter format, lots of batsmen feel they need to hit the ball hard, score faster, and their hands tighten, and they tend to lose shape and their rhythm, their timing.
That's gone up in the air. This is a toughie. Chandimal takes a good catch.
A couple of balls later, ended up slicing that one. Well, they haven't done much right, Sri Lankans.
There's that flashing cover drive. What a strike. Great cover drive from Bravo. He was holding the pose. You could take his picture. Lovely piece of cricket from Bravo. Have a look at him go.
Look at that swing. Reminds you of someone great.
Russell Arnold.
Mid-wicket.
And he's picked up a 4. An edge would do quite nicely for Samuels. He opens his... Knows the call. Where is he going? Lasit Malinga. Well, they've got Bravo. I think the stumps are...
Got good return to Kulasekara. Why they've gone upstairs is to make sure Kulasekara got the ball onto the stumps, which he has. He lets go of the ball as soon as he breaks the stumps. The umpire
down the track, he'll get the benefit of the doubt. Oh, given by the umpire. I thought he was out of his crease. And, well, he's got every right to look despondent and to feel the captain is in. That's a nice shot. Flick. It's a heavy outfield, but the ball will...
Too much to chase. That's the way to do it. Field creeping in on you.
So it's just a matter of mopping up now for the West Indies. Swept away, and that'll be 4. A lot easier, Russell, in terms of the position they got themselves into before they lost a few wickets.
They certainly could have. It's given Dwayne Bravo and Marlon Samuels just bit of an opportunity to feel what this pitch is like. And what they don't want is to lose their wicket, because that can really dent your confidence.
It'll be good for Dwayne Bravo as a captain to be out there at the end to finish off the innings. Samuels just climbs into that one and hoists it over long on. 6. 1 needed. Floated up, good use of the feet from Marlon Samuels, got in position and picked his spot.
So there it is, and West Indies have won. They have won in the 38th over of the innings. 37 overs and 5 balls. Samuels finishes with 15. Dwayne Bravo with 8. But the innings where that put the West Indies in this position was by Chris